Welcome to Red Lion Christian Academy for the final high school softball event of the season as some of the best seniors in the state take part in the 43rd annual Blue Gold All-Star Game. Good evening, I'm Glenn Frazier alongside Shannon Timmons with Nick Halliday on camera. The past few years, there have been skill competitions to decide who's the home and who's the visiting team. They just completed the skill competition. It was very close, but the Gold won, and as expected, they chose to be the home team. Let me bring in my broadcast partner, Shannon Timmons. Nice night here at Red Lion Christian Academy in Bear, Delaware for this all-star game as we close out the high school softball season.
Yeah, what a great night to celebrate the seniors throughout the state that have been able to come here and gather and play in what is a fun culmination of their senior season, Glenn.
Let's go down the rosters. I'll let you start with the blue.
Sure. We have number 7, Mia Boyd from Appoquinimink. Number 14, Emily from Appoquinimink. Number 9, Lauren Foltz from Appoquinimink. Number 1, Ayla McCathern from Appoquinimink. Number 7, Maya Grand from Archmere. Number 6, Carla Polsky from Archmere. Number 7, Abby McFarland from Brandywine High School. Number 9, Peyton Lawston from Caravel. Number 6, Zeta Rock from Caravel. Number 3, Nell Marie Rivera from Del Castle. Number 11, Kira Brown from Middletown. Number 15, Lacey Donovan from Smyrna High. Number 12, Simone Edge from Smyrna High. Number 3, Chloe Bedwell from St. Mark's. Number 77, Raven Lesky from St. Mark's. Number 4, Kate Lovett from St. Mark's. Number 15, Carson Jesawero from Sussex Academy. Number 21, Haley Lawson from Sussex Tech. Number 22, Madison Myers from Sussex Tech. And number 10, Abria Reed from Woodbridge. The Blue All-Stars will be coached by Dan Pisani from Archmere, Brian Timpson from Appoquinimink, and Antoine Morgan from Del Castle.
All right, now for the Gold All-Stars, Ava Calciano and Olivia Hears and Hayden Hudson, all from Cape Henlopen High School. From Concord, Mia Philibin and Ruby Hagan. From Cesar Rodney, Elizabeth McCarthy. From Delmar, Jordan Holloman. From Dickinson, Abby Bledsoe. Kira Lately from Hudson, Jillian Colburn from Indian River, and we will be back with the rest of the starters for the Gold right after the national anthem. All right, we had their playing of our national anthem. Let's run down the rest of the Gold roster. From Indian River, Julian Colborn and Sophie Scursey. From Lake Forest, Carly Rebuck and Carol Sister. From Laurel, Bailey Lynch and the Ullman sisters, Ashlyn and Bailey. From Valley Tech, it's Kira Fent. From St. George's, Elena Baber and Meadow Sutton. From Ursuline Academy, Bailey Maloney. And the Gold squad coached by Mike Tack, Cape Henlopen, along with Chuck Hudson from Cape and Sarah Powell from Indian River. Now, this is a different format than what the girls play during the regular season. This will be a 9-inning game. What they do is whoever starts out in the field will play out there for 4 or 5 innings, while the other girls on the roster will bat and play offense. And then they will flip-flop for the remainder of the game. Shannon has the starting lineups for you. Again, the blue is the visiting team, and they will be up to bat first, and we'll see who comes out defensively for the Gold.
For the Gold defensively, we'll take a look first. We are set to have number 15, Olivia Hears, behind the plate. 14, Mia Philibin pitching. Hayden Hudson will first. Jordan Holloman at second. Ava Calciano at short. And they had a switch here. Let me just double-check a first name.
Yeah. A couple of girls injured
I
that couldn't make it.
believe last name is Bledsoe. I just want to make sure. I think her name is Shelby. Double-check. Glenn, any help here? Abby Bledsoe.
Abby from Dickinson.
Abby Bledsoe starting at third. And then we have Carly Rebuck out in left field from Lake Forest. We have Elizabeth McCarthy from Caesar Rodney starting in center. And another quick last-minute change, we'll have Bailey Maloney out in right for the Gold team on defense.
Yeah, like as we said, unfortunately, there are a couple of girls that are out with injuries. I believe Meadow Sutton from St. George's is injured and will not play in the game. She might still be here tonight. I know Chloe Bedwell, the Player of the Year, as voted on by the Coaches Association from St. Mark's, is also injured, but she was here tonight, was introduced, and saw her out on the field. So, again, follow along. This is a fun event. What we're going to do for you, Shannon pretty much will be calling the game. I'm going to be roaming over near the dugouts, and we're going to have player interviews at least during the half innings when we normally have a break. And we're going to fill that time and hope to have some fun with the girls. And hopefully they're not too nervous about it, and they're excited about being on the air.
They should be a pro by this point. Their senior season, they should be used to getting interviewed.
Well, I know when I went to Apo and I did a post-game interview after their tournament went, I believe it was the second round, there's one player that does not like to be interviewed. I found that out, and that's a good note because I will not interview her again.
They get used to it after a while. It's just something they have to experience. They always look like it's deer in headlights for the first couple interviews, and then they get used to seeing us roam around. So many of them have come our way over the years, and congratulations to all of them on their high school careers and for being able to get out here tonight and just enjoy. Again, we couldn't ask for better weather this evening. We've had some rain here, and even this morning I was wondering if we'd get this in tonight. So great night here for a great event for all of the senior girls.
Yeah, it sure is. We're glad to be here along with Nick Halliday producing and running camera for us for this All-Star game. The boys' baseball game also being held. It's a shame they do them both on the same night, but and lacrosse All-Star game as well, all on the same night. And we'd like to be able to bring everything to you, but we are doing the boys' game up at Frawley Stadium with a separate crew, and we're right here. I know there are a lot of people viewing this because I was told some parents were out of state and pretty far away, so they were really pleased to hear and see on social media that we would be live streaming this game tonight. Just got some props from the tournament coordinator, Brian Corey, also doing public address announcements. So they're just about ready to take the field. I tell you what, Shannon, this is going to be you calling the game, and I'll be doing the interviews. And anytime you want to switch, just let me know.
Okay, sounds good. As we have the Gold team taking the field now as the home team for tonight after winning the skills challenge. We had some home run hitting contest, bunt contest, a throwing contest, a run the bases for speed contest, and then the winners of that got to choose whether they were home and away. So Gold in a narrow win edged out the blue team just prior to the start of tonight's game. They chose to be the home tonight, so we will see them in the field. First three hitters for blue. Again, we've had a couple of last-minute changes here, so hopefully these are the accurate lineups that we have. We'll have Abria Reed batting first from Woodbridge, Mia Boyd in the second spot from Appoquinimink, Zeta Rock batting third from Caravelle, Haley Lawson in the four-hole from Sussex Tech, Peyton Lawston from Caravelle batting fifth, Kate Lovett from St. Mark's batting sixth, Kira Brown from Middletown batting seventh, Lacey Donovan from Smyrna batting eighth. They may have to add someone into that lineup as there was an injury to a player and they've had to rearrange lineups, but that is what got sent up to us, so we'll go with that for now as we are ready to get underway here.
Shannon, I'll jump in just a little bit just for color every now and then, but I can't keep up in these All-Star games, so So many. It's tough with the injuries. It's sad to see, especially with all these girls in their senior years.
And
Oh,
Bria Reed from Woodbridge starts us off with a double to right field.
she's going 3.
And she's going to take her chances.
She got it.
And she gets there on the throw. She was a third-team All-State selection coming into tonight. That'll bring Mia Boyd from Appoquinimink to the plate. Mia Boyd, a second-team All-State selection, headed to East Stroudsburg. She's going to join several Delaware players up there to play for East Stroudsburg.
They had a good run in their baseball. East Stroudsburg had a player from DMA on it, Peyton Brannock. They went to the World Series.
As she hits a line drive straight out here to center field, caught by McCarthy from CR.
No throw at the plate.
But Reed will tag. They are announcing that there's video replay if a coach wants to challenge. After watching the College World Series, I think we'll pass on that.
Yeah, I think so too. That was not good half the time.
Batting now from Caravel, Zeta Rock, as she takes ball 1. Zeta, the only player in Delaware history to win 5 state consecutive championships with that Caravel team.
That's crazy, isn't it?
It is. She sends that one foul down the left field line. She's headed off to the University of Maryland to continue her playing career and her education. She's a first-team All-State selection.
Maryland, huh?
Yeah, we have 3 headed to the University of Maryland here tonight, so we'll get to them as they roll through the order.
Well, 1 is field hockey, right?
1 is for field hockey. Yeah, second baseman you see right now, number 13, Jordan Holloman, headed to Maryland to meet her sister and play field hockey. Sister and cousin to play field hockey. Still going to University of Maryland, though, so. Zeta takes another ball low in the zone. 3-1 count for Zeta.
I'd walk her, too.
Yeah. If you saw the home run derby, I'd walk her, too.
Did she win it?
Well, they combined scores. They had 2 from each team, and then they combined scores
Okay.
to see which team would win.
I missed it. I was setting up, so.
I'm pretty certain she hit the most out. She was drilling them out of here pretty well. So, and now at the
Not
plate
surprising.
is number 21 Haley Lawson, a senior from Sussex Tech.
They had a good run, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Came into the tournament as the 12 seed and rolled right on through to the finals against Caravel.
And had their chances.
Yes, absolutely. They were definitely the underdog in that situation and played very well. She flares a little one off here to Jordan Holloman at second.
Oh, it's dropped.
Gets away from Hayden Hudson at first. Rock's going to advance to third.
Couple errors here in the first inning. You can tell some of them may be a little rusty, huh?
Well, you know what's funny is I've coached this game a couple of times, and it is so interesting to just throw these kids together and then figure out what position you're going to play. And, you know, it's just so weird for them. It's weird as a coach. You know, fortunately, you get to know a lot of these players throughout their high school career, but it's definitely different to throw them all together and put them on a field with no practice and say, hey, let's do this thing and have some fun. So all in good fun tonight. That's Peyton Lawson for Caravel getting a hit out there into left field. That scores her teammate, Zeta Rock.
A lot of these girls are going through a lot, though. Graduation, senior weeks, and prom, all that stuff.
And then to be out of school and then out of the routine, right, and just come out to play ball. So this is Kate Lovett at the plate now.
Always say that about the blue gold football. You know, played in
It's
the
a
summer.
long time to
after,
wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are some years it's very competitive, and then there are some years where you're just like, yeah, they're out of it.
Yeah.
But it's a great call, needless to say.
Absolutely.
Foul ball.
Foul ball there. Kate Lovett coming in tonight from St. Mark's, headed to Furman for her college career. A lot of these girls head south. Don't blame them.
Right?
Get out of this.
Warm
Get out of
all
this
year round.
Delaware weather to go play ball for college. I don't blame them a bit.
Oh, that's a shot. That's in the gap.
And that's going to score one, maybe two. He's going to hold Lawston at third. That's Coach Dan Pisani from Archmere, coaching third base. One out here in the first.
3-0 lead already. One out.
These girls came to hit tonight. Kira Brown at the plate now. Kira from Middletown High School, played first base for them this year. Right back up the middle. And heads up play there by number 14. The pitcher, Mia Philibin from Concord, as she checked all the runners once she caught that line drive for out number 2.
Stay awake, huh?
Quickly turned to see if those runners had left the bag, if she had another play. That'll bring Lacey Donovan to the plate from Smyrna as she sends a foul ball down the left field line. Lacey played her senior season at second base. She did play some shortstop over the time of her career, but settled in at second base this year for the Eagles. She grounds another one foul down that third base line. Lacey headed to Salisbury next year.
How many girls are down at Salisbury from us now?
Usually, I
was going to say, usually there's a lot.
There's a lot that go to Salisbury to continue their playing career. She sends one out here right to us in center field. And that is caught by Elizabeth McCarthy from Caesar Rodney for the third out of the inning. Blue manages to score 3 runs in the top of the first. Had 2 left on with 2 errors. And we'll see if we can't find our counterpart. Don't know where we lost Glenn.
The mic's not working.
Oh, that's a bummer. Our wireless mic for roving reporter Glenn Frazier. Got a lot of static and feedback on that. We'll try to get that fixed so that he can interview some players here in the in-between innings.
Weird.
So the lineup for the gold team: Bailey Lynch will lead off from Laurel. Sophia Skersey from Indian River will bat second. Ashlyn Ullman will bat third from Laurel. Bailey Ullman from Laurel will bat fourth. Kara Sumter from Lake Forest in the 5-hole. Mia Philibin from Concord batting 6th. Kira Fent from Polytech batting 7th. Bailey Maloney from Ursuline batting 8th. Ruby Hagan from Concord batting 9th. And Kira Lately from Hodson batting 10th. They will go through a rotational order. And we will try to get the blue defense set for you. We did not get that lineup sent up here, so we will do the best we can to fill that in
check.
As we go.
Check, check.
Okay now?
Try it.
Test.
Yeah, it's cracking.
Lynch leads off with a called strike. Pitch paints the outside corner for strike number 2. Bailey Lynch, a second-team All-State selection for the outfield from Laurel. As she goes down swinging on that outside pitch. Out number 1. Ayla McCatherine in the circle from Appoquinimink.
That was quick. Testing the mic out here. Not seem to be working very well, so bear with us.
At the plate now, Sophia Scursey from Indian River. She's a first-team All-State selection. At large, headed to Rhode Island. Oh, nice little ground ball to shortstop. Skips away. Makes its way out here to center field, and that'll put Scursey aboard. So at the plate now, Ashlyn Ullman, one of the 2 sisters from Laurel. Ashlyn coming in as a first-team All-State selection. As she pops that up.
Trouble.
And Madison Myers takes care of that quickly out in right field for out number 2. Myers from Sussex Tech out here in right field. Sister Bailey Lynch now at the plate. Bailey Lynch, second team all selection, also from Laurel. She's a third baseman. Pitches in for a called strike. Bailey Ullman headed to the University of Maryland.
That's out number 3.
Pops that up to the third baseman. Ends the inning. So Blue still in the lead, 3-0 here as we head to the top of the second inning. Again, the format for this game, the first 4 innings will be the same batting lineup while the other half of the team plays the field. And then after inning 5, they will switch, so the fielders become the batters and the batters become the fielders. A little interesting way to do this, but everybody gets their time in the field and at the plate that way. Little challenge for us to keep up with everybody coming and going, but especially when they don't send the defensive set up here for us. But we'll try to get that Blue defense squared away for you in the half inning here and have that available for you when they come back out.
Yeah, just hand on the phone.
We are working on that
technical
wireless microphone with my colleague Glenn Frazier to get him out there so that he can interview some of these girls and talk to them throughout the game as we go. So bear with us there, folks, as we try to get the technical difficulties underway. And we'll get that to you as soon as we get those errors situated. All right, we're going to go to Glenn. He has Bailey Ullman from Laurel with him.
All right, you got us. Here's Bailey Ullman from Laurel, headed to the University of Maryland. You're going to be joining a couple of these girls going to Maryland. Yeah. One is the girl over there from Del Mar, Jordan Holloman, but she's not going to play the same sport. Talk to me about what you got coming up.
You know, Maryland's exciting, but for right now, I got this and I got travel season, so I'm ready to get those started. And then once I get to Maryland, I'm ready to make an impact.
Tell me about your favorite memory of high school ball.
Definitely beating St. Mark's. I mean, being the number 17 seed and being the number 1 seed, I mean, it's awesome. And they have a bunch of amazing girls, but we just, out that day, we wanted it more.
All right, real quick, the hard-hitting question. Favorite, French fries or tater tots?
French fries.
There you go. Back to you, Shannon.
All right, thanks, Glenn. As we heard, again, she's headed to the University of Maryland, ready to make an impact there. Ready to make an impact there at Maryland. And we'll catch you back up to speed here. So we are back at the top of the order. One out here in the top of the second. First pitch to Mia Boyd is a ball. She sends one high in the infield. Looks like Calciano calls for that at shortstop. And she does.
The batter, number 6, Zeta Rock.
Still have a leadoff runner at first base. And that brings Zeta Rock to the plate, who walked in her first appearance. She takes ball 1. So Bailey Ullman from Laurel that you just heard and Zeta Rock will become teammates over in Maryland. And Zeta drives that, no question.
I should say, oh, girl.
And that's out of here for a home run.
On cue there, huh?
We
College Park.
we saw that out of her at the home run hitting derby. So 2 RBIs there for Zeta tonight. No question, as soon as that left the barrel, that was out of here. We were trying to get field dimensions on this place earlier, and no one would solidify the actual numbers. It's an odd-shaped outfield a little bit. So we don't have field dimensions for you. I'm going to guess 195, 200 to the corners. And the way the
center
infield,
field 225 or 215?
it's supposed to be 220 to center, but I
Is
think
it
the way this
220?
is
Okay.
shaped, I think it might be 200 all the way
I think
around,
it's short.
190 to the
It's
corners.
short,
It's
yeah.
short and center.
And some of them home runs were smoked.
And that is Haley Lawson from Sussex Tech with a base hit down the left field line. So, yeah, it's kind of an odd-shaped center field here. Center field kind of gets pulled in a little bit, so the corners might actually be deeper than center field, to be honest with you.
It is
You see the
short.
same thing at Cape Henlopen. It's just sometimes the way they have to shape the field, so to squeeze it in their facility. But nonetheless, credit to Zeta. That was out of here without question.
I was going to say, that was a no-doubter.
Brings her teammate Peyton Lawson to the plate. Oh, she just gets hit in the thigh.
No one wants to get hit in an all-star game.
No, and
I'm
you
just
know what?
kidding.
We've watched a lot of Caravel softball over the season, and she's like a target. She gets hit so often.
We're going to Glenn's going to try to get Zeta after that home run.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that brings Kate Lovett to the plate. Kate is from St. Mark's. Get a lefty in the lineup here. She's going to send that out to left field.
Oh.
And that's going to be a
it's
fair
down.
ball. It was a nice diving attempt out there by,
I
I
can't even
think,
see.
Carly Rebuck. I can't tell. I think that
Lake
jersey
Forest?
does say Lake Forest. So, yeah,
Yes,
that's Carly
Lake
Rebuck
Forest.
out there. Nice diving attempt, but
Back to.
that ball
Oh, that's
skirts
gonna get
away.
through.
So Lawson's going to advance. As does Lovett. Haley Lawson scored on that hit to left.
6-0 we got?
Brown fouls that back. Correct, 6-0. Again, Coach Pisani and his crew has these girls coming out here ready to hit tonight. Ground ball to third.
Oh, they're going to call her safe.
And they said that she beat it out.
She's going to get another run.
It's a nice play there by Abby Bledsoe over to Hayden Hudson, but she beats it out. And that's going to score Peyton Lawston. So an infield single for Kira Brown. Brings Lacey Donovan to the plate.
Glenn's still working on seeing if we can get Zeta.
As she fouls that pitch back for strike one.
Not sure if she's a big interviewer, but going to the Big Ten, you better be ready.
Zeta's had her fair share of interviews over the years. I would imagine he'd be able to pull her and get her to talk.
He said after the the at bat, we'll go to him.
Donovan flied out to center in her first at bat. She's got a 1-2 count on her now. And she
ripped foul.
Drives that foul.
Brian.
I know one thing. People better be paying attention around this field tonight. You got some hitters here, and they can certainly send a shot when they want to.
Right at her own dugout.
As she sends that right at the own dugout. You saw them all jump. These girls are heavy hitters for their teams during the season, and
there goes the
part
runner.
of why they are here.
That was ball 4.
So there goes Kira Brown down to second.
They doing all this with 2 outs, right? You got
They
2
are
outs?
doing this
I
with
thought
2
that,
outs.
Yeah.
Donovan
Not keeping
draws
balls and strikes, but
the walk.
keeping the outs and the base runners. Uh-oh. Caught. Nice catch there.
And that was Lauren Foltz for Appo.
They left 2. There was 1 error. After 1.5, blue 8, gold coming up.
And they batted around the order that inning.
All right, Glenn's got Zeta.
All right,
Let's,
here we go.
We're going to send it down. Oh, we lost. Hold on.
That felt good. I was just waiting for my pitch, being patient, and yeah, just waiting to see a good pitch. Take it.
Headed to the University of Maryland. There's a couple of girls here in the game today that are going to Maryland as well. Looking forward to that, I'm sure.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that.
What was your most memorable moment, would you say, during your high school career here, Bill?
I mean, there's a lot. Definitely a lot of the state championships.
Someone can come over and tell me.
Yeah, I'm just
most popular number
winning state championships and just cheering
And what is
after like tough wins and stuff. Always great.
All right, here's the hard-hitting question. We're taking a poll. What's your favorite, French fries or tater tots?
French fries.
Here we go. 2 French fries so far. Zeta rock. Thanks, Zeta.
Thank you.
Hey, Glenn.
So far, French fries have been the overwhelming choice of the players as their favorite snack.
Hey, if you can get a little closer to the fence because we're cutting off her face. We can get you a little closer, even on the field. Okay, all right. Safe. Of course, Shannon, you know the equipment works all year, and then when you get to the end of the year,
Well, you know.
lost equipment, you know, working with backups, and backups sometimes just don't work out well. So Glenn's having fun with it.
It is correct. It's 6 is number most popular, 4 is the next most popular tonight.
This should be Kara Sumter from Lake Forest.
We're in bottom second too, right?
Correct.
Sorry about that.
Bottom of the second. That's okay. She's got 2 balls and 1 strike from McCathern from Appoquinimink. Sumter headed to Monmouth to continue her softball career. She's a first 8 all selection, and
boy.
she jacks one that could go.
See ya.
And gone. Home run, Kara Sumter, which is going to put gold on the board.
Hey, there you go. First run.
She was also in the home run derby pregame. Did a great job.
You said Sumter's going to Monmouth?
Monmouth, correct.
Nice facility up there.
Yes.
They got nice out near the water.
Absolutely.
You know, Monmouth County, New Jersey.
Yep.
And had a bunch of Delaware athletes play different sports up there. Everything from basketball to. You catch that?
Joking with my partner, Glenn Frazier, hoping maybe he caught that home run ball from Kara Sumter. That's going to bring Mia Philibin to the plate.
Glenn, we're 2-0 on French fries. That's right.
Called strike there to Philibin. Second strike to her. She swings through that pitch.
Is Sumter going to play both? Is she going to pitch and play the field, or what's she going to do at Monmouth here?
As far as I know, just pitch.
Oh, wow, okay. With a bat like that?
I don't know. Typically in college, the pitchers don't bat, but
That's
you never
true.
know.
That is true.
You never know. There are the Jordy Balls of the world, so you know. Kennedy, right? There are a few. There are a few.
Speaking of that, what a fun Women's College World Series
Absolutely.
this year was.
Absolutely. Yep.
How's it ended up Texas and Texas Tech, right?
Right? You couldn't have planned that any better.
No, not the state of Texas could.
That's right.
And they're playing in Oklahoma. That was not far.
Right.
You know?
And so they showed up really well because most of those people could drive.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
It's great. All right, this is Kira Fent from Polytech.
They'd be getting out of Texas anyway with some of those storms. It's
Right.
crazy down there.
It's on my bucket list to go, but it's always tornado season, so I don't know about that.
Oh,
I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to leave you guys high and dry this time of year so I can go do that.
hey, you know what? You only live once. There's a shot. It's going to be caught, though. Looks like it's staying up, and it is.
And Fent flies out to Madison Myers from Sussex Tech here in right field. I'm going to do my best to fill in the defense here for the blue team. Don't know who's catching because I can't see her number. McCathern from Appo is pitching. Simone Edge from Smyrna at first. Lauren Foltz from Appo at second. Looks like Maya Grande from Archmere at shortstop as Bailey Maloney takes strike one. And Carly Polsky is here in center field. Right field is Madison Myers from Sussex Tech as that pitch gets fouled back for strike two.
It looks like a Tech player is catching, by the way, just to be the uniform, if that helps.
And it's hard. I got two number 7s next to each other, short and third, so I'm trying to figure that out.
Or it could be Appo. I'm not sure.
Abby McFarland could be the third baseman here from Brandywine.
Yeah, we don't
looks
get
like
the,
a blue Brandywine uniform over there at third. We're gonna go with that.
We don't get that. We don't get those lineups.
McCathern gets her for strike three, and that's the third out of the inning. But Gold gets themselves on the board with the Kara Sumter home run. So it is 7-1 in favor of the blue. And we'll see if Glenn has a player. I do believe he does.
Okay.
So we're going to send things back down to Glenn.
He's thinking. They're thinking.
I think he's trying to con her into it, to believe it or not. I think he's trying to con her into the interview. She looks a little hesitant.
Yeah. Oh, she's warming up. That'll work. Just trying to have fun with the game tonight, not do anything crazy, you know. Talked with the girls. Looks like he's got somebody, but she looks like she might be injured. Got someone in street clothes.
We did have 2 players that are here tonight that were injured and not able to play. So we will send it down to Glenn.
All right, Glenn, who you got?
Well, we have Julian Colborn from Indian Rivers. As you can probably see, the knee's all wrapped up, so she's injured and not playing in the game, but definitely an honor to be here, right?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Tell me about your high school career at Indian River. What's your most memorable moment?
I would have to say going to state championship our sophomore year. It was incredible getting to play at UD under the lights. We didn't end up winning, but it was still an amazing experience.
You're headed to Goldie Beacom next year, and we did a lot of Goldie Beacom live streams this past year when they went all the way to their regional pod. You got to be looking forward to that. They got to bring a ball club.
Oh, yeah, I'm super excited to just get there and play with the girls. They all seem like just a great group of girls, and I'm really excited.
All right, the big question now, we're taking a poll. Favorite side, French fries or tater tots?
Tater tots.
Oh, there's one for tater tots. Back to you guys. Thank you, Joey.
2-1.
All right, the first one that says tater tots. Everybody else has been a fan of the French fries.
Do we get to weigh in?
I know. Yeah, well, maybe later. Abria Reed was the first bat of the inning, grounded out. Jordan Holloman made the play over there to Hayden Hudson. So now we have Mia Boyd at the plate as she takes ball 1. I know we were talking in the pregame to Brian Corey. He said, don't ask him any really difficult questions. It might make him nervous. As she sends a shot out here.
Drops.
That drops in. I can't see for the tree limb.
Yeah.
But it's in.
It dropped.
So she's in with a stand-up double.
Right in front of the Lake Forest player.
And Glenn said, "No, I promise. We're gonna keep this fun. We'll have fun questions for them, so they don't have to be nervous. Nothing heavy and weighty tonight. They get asked all those questions during the regular season. So brings Zeta Rock to the plate. Takes that pitch for ball 1. And that's a shot in the gap out here in left field that should score Mia Boyd. And Rock will roll into second with a stand-up double. So they walked Rock in her first at-bat, and then she homers and hits a double. That'll bring Haley Lawson from Sussex Tech to the plate.
Tell you that Gold's getting a lot of at-bats with the short staff, huh?
Right. And also probably odd for some of these players to understand now what a DP flex feels like, where you're only playing half the game at a time. As she just rolls over that, but shoots it through that 5-6 gap out to left field. That's going to score Rock. So Lawson picks up another RBI on the single to left.
Next up, we have number 9, Peyton Lawson.
Austin was an HBP, right?
Yeah.
Hit by pitch last time.
She's been a magnet for that all season. She singled in her first at-bat in the first inning.
Uh-oh.
Caught out here
It's Laurel.
in center by Lynch, Bailey Lynch from Laurel.
The batter, number 4, Kate Ludden. Second most popular.
I can find you the names, and you can find them on the roster, right?
There we go.
That's ground ball. Plays it first.
Holloman to Hudson for out number 3.
Blue in the top of the first. 2 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 left.
Looks like we got another.
So 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 left. Makes the score 9-1 in favor of the Blue. And gold hitters should be Ruby Hagan and Kira Lately, and then roll the top of the order to Bailey Lynch. We are still just seeing their first at-bats. And here we go back to Glenn.
Hey, Glenn.
Yeah.
All right, you're ready.
Okay. All right, right now standing with 2 of the Cape Henlopen players here at the Blue Gold All-Star Game. Ava Cassiano, All-State shortstop, headed to UConn, going to be a Husky. Tell me about you looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait. UConn's an amazing school, and I'm just so excited to get there. I love the coaches. I love the girls that are up there. And most importantly, I'm just so thankful to my parents and all my teammates and coaches that have helped me get there along the way.
What's your favorite memory of playing at Cape?
Probably my walk-off home run against Carabel to beat them for the first time in 20 years.
There you go. That's a good one. Now let's switch over to Hayden Hutchins. He's going to Catholic University in D.C. Don't go away, Ava. We're not done with you. How about your favorite memory playing at Cape?
I don't have like a select favorite memory, but it's definitely always a joy to play with these girls. Like we've been together since we were little, and on the T-ball field playing Little League, we've been together forever, and it's just fun to always come together once a year and play together. So that's just a joy. There's all these memories that come for that, and I can't just pick one that's my favorite.
All right, now the hard-hitting question. We're taking a poll. Favorite side dish? Is it French fries or tater tots? Ava?
French fries. French fries.
2 more fries, guys. It's a landslide right now. Back to you.
All right. So, yeah, Fries is leading the way by a landslide.
I think
we have
it would, though.
1 Indian River tater tot vote. So she's the lone tater tot vote. This should be Ruby Hagan at the plate now from Concord. As that ball is high. And I think I figured it out. It's Nell Marie Rivera behind the plate from Del Castle.
Oh.
The only one I can't see is the left fielder. And then we've got this Blue defense covered. Just in time for them to switch it up on us, but, that's okay.
The left fielder, I'm sorry, I can't see who it is.
I can't
either.
see past the tree limb.
I can't see the uniform.
We have an amazing view out here in center
Oh, it's
field,
great.
but there's a huge tree that blocks the sun, which is awesome, but it also blocks the left fielder.
Left fielder to
So
us.
called third strike to Hagan from Ayla McCathern for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 3rd. That will bring Bailey Lynch. I think that's a Laurel uniform.
It is.
Bailey Lynch to the top of the plate, to the plate in the top of the order. Goodness gracious.
My apologies. Kira Lately was the last batter. Now up is number 6, Bailey Lynch.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Lately was the last batter.
Looks like Mount Pleasant in left field. Got a Mount Pleasant player?
I do not. St. Mark's?
No. I'm gonna have to go over there and see who it is in a minute.
Woodbridge?
No, it should be downstate. Oh no.
Woodbridge would be downstate.
I mean upstate. But then again, you got Archmere.
They are not split downstate,
No, I
upstate
see
anymore.
that.
It's all mixed up these
I
days.
see that now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all mixed up these days. Bailey Lynch fouls that pitch back. Good grief, I can't talk tonight. It's been a long softball season.
Well, we had our final time off. I mean, God, phew. From NCAA all the way through the state championship, we were nonstop.
It has been a busy softball season, that's for sure.
Oh,
as Lynch goes down swinging. That'll bring Sophia Scursey from Indian River to the plate. McCathern cruising here in the circle from Apo as her head coach Brian Timpson stands in the dugout. She sends that sky high and handled by Lauren Foltz from Apo at second base. 1, 2, 3 for Ayla McCathern.
rolling right along, huh?
So the Gold still just with 1 run on the board. The Sumter home run in the 2nd inning.
Sussex Tech.
Gonna bring the
Said he's getting some Sussex Tech girls for us here.
blue team back to the plate. And we'll see. Should be this defensive set one more time here tonight before they switch. I have one paper that says innings 1 through 5 and one that says innings 1 through 4. So we'll see how it goes. Glenn rounded up some Sussex Tech players. And we're going to send things down to him.
All right, Glenn, here we go.
A couple of the Sussex Tech players in the blue-gold all-star game, Haley and Madison. And girls, tell me, how do you like playing in this venue? There's not a whole lot of pressure.
Yeah, I think it just gives us an opportunity to show us, for everyone to show us what we really are, like our skills with no pressure behind it. It's definitely a fun game, seeing everyone's skill and seeing everyone work together. I think it's a good opportunity for everyone.
What's your most memorable moment at Sussex Tech?
I would definitely say winning or beating Sussex Academy with everyone, just the joy and the high of it. It was pretty cool.
That was a good comeback win. That was. You had a little something to do with that.
Yeah, I had a 3-run bomb in the 4th inning. I think that really sparked our team to show us that we can do this, and now we're in it. And we came from the bottom, and we were back on top, and we won the game.
Well, now the hard-hitting question. We're taking a poll. Your favorite, tater tots or French fries?
French fries. French fries.
It's a landslide. Back to you guys. Thanks.
Yeah, 7-1.
Thanks,
I think,
Glenn.
I don't know if we can come back from that.
Yeah, I don't think there might not be enough player interviews for Tater Tots to come back from that. And this is Kira Brown at the plate.
I feel like tater tots are more of our era thing anyway.
Probably.
You know?
Yeah, might be. Might be. Well, and he's interviewed all these downstate kids, too, so, you know. Thrasher's Fries, I would think. Boardwalk Fries.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what a catch.
Nice catch out in right field by CR's Elizabeth McCarthy.
Well, she started center, right?
She did. I
Yeah.
know. They're mixing it all up
they're
here.
all
They're keeping
over.
me on my toes. But that is Elizabeth McCarthy from CR. She's the only rider here, so that makes it easy.
That's easy for us there.
Yep. Lacey Donovan at the plate now from Smyrna, headed to Salisbury. She takes strike 1.
Yeah, you know, one of the things had played in the All-Star game, you know, you're like, let me pitch. Let me play this positions you never played before.
Yeah, why not?
You know?
Why not? It's all for fun. She drives one out to left field, but should be handled. And I still wish I could see that jersey. I think it's a Lake jersey. It says LF on her sleeve, so that's got to be Carly Rebuck out there. And that's going to bring Simone Edge to the plate. She gets strike 1. Edge headed to Texas Tech.
Wow.
Right, the Red Raiders made quite a run in the World Series.
That was fun.
Hits her in the elbow, so
I was on the Texas Tech train. That was fun.
I got a chance to go to Texas and see them play. And no joke, man, that's a whole nother level.
Oh.
People sit back and watch ESPN, and I'm going to tell you, buy a plane ticket and buy some softball tickets and go watch those girls play before you think you can play at that level. Because, wow, that is a whole nother ball game. The speed, the size, everything about them.
Yeah.
It's impressive. It's fun to watch. If you love the game of softball, buy a plane ticket and go watch them play. We don't have that kind of softball in college around here.
Closest we've gotten was JMU having that run with Yoder.
Yeah.
You know, they had a good
No,
run.
she's at Liberty.
Yeah, Liberty,
JMU had
sorry.
Odyssey Alexander a few years ago. Yep. But, hey, Liberty, they had a great season as well.
Say, yeah.
And, you know, they got a player that played on this field at Red Lion playing at Liberty still, too. So, credit to them. And she goes down swinging for out number 3. And we'll see if they totally switch things up on us or not, or we wait till the 5th inning to see all those changes.
Looks like they're talking about it now. Timpson and
Yeah, they should be getting ready to switch
Brian
where
Dan.
if they were in the field, they go bat, and if they were batting, they go play the field. I think we have one more inning, should be one more inning of everything remaining the way that it is before it changes. We're trying to find out the left fielder right now.
Rivera. Del Castle. Thank you.
All right, left fielder
All right, we got Glenn too. Hold on,
is
Glenn.
Nelmarie
Hold
Rivera from Del Castle. So I was wrong about the catcher.
on.
We're still missing somebody.
All right, Glenn, we got you, buddy.
All right, here we go. Got a couple of the gold players with us from Ursuline, Bailey Maloney, who is in pitching now, going to Virginia Wesleyan. Oh, you're going to Jefferson? That's bad information. So, Jefferson, you're going to be playing against Goldie Beacom, Wilmington University. Tell me about that.
I know quite a few players on each of the teams, so it'll be kind of exciting seeing them play. But I'm just kind of excited to play in the college world now.
Tell me what your most memorable moment is in your 4 years at Ursuline, or maybe it was 5.
In the 4 years at Ursuline, my favorite moment was probably when I hit my 500th strikeout this past season, and all my team was just there to support me. They made me a sign and everything, and it was just a really great moment, and I love my team so much.
Is that Sash?
Here to go away. Now we're talking to Kira Fett from Polytech. Now, I played softball with your father, so I asked him before the game, did he give you your softball skill, or is that on you?
I think it's on me.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Tell me about your most memorable moment at Polytech.
I don't have a lot. I love that we started our winter conditioning with the girls, like the freshmen, really early in the season, so we got to create a bond with them, and I feel like we all just got together on the field and worked really hard and did our job.
All right, girls. Big, hard-hitting question. We're taking a poll. Favorite, tater tots or French fries?
French fries. French fries.
Oh, my gosh. Only one for tater tots. Back to you, Nick.
Landslide win for the French fries tonight.
That's not even close.
No. So we have changed pitchers, and now in the circle from Sussex Academy is Carson Jesuera from, a team that really surprised a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Went into the semifinals under Coach Gerald Jester, came a long way, and she really led her team in the circle all season.
Made it to the semis, and they didn't have a winning record the year before, right?
No, I don't believe they did.
Yeah.
And I think that's only Jester's third year there. She was 14-6. They had the semifinal loss to Sussex Tech, two schools that sit on the same road, just a couple of miles
Right.
apart. So that's always an interesting matchup. But, great job to her and over her 4 years, just the accomplishment that she's had as playing at Sussex Academy and really just developing that team and that program. So congratulations to Carson for all that.
Nice play to third.
As we have a ground out to third base. And again, I believe that's McFarland
Yeah,
playing
Bulldogs.
third from
Yep. Mhm.
Brandywine over to Simone Edge at first base from Smyrna. And that was Ashlyn Ullman that grounded out there from Laurel. Brings up her sister, Bailey Ullman. It's interesting, some of these schools, Caravel, Laurel's one of those that they play in 8th grade, so we feel like we've said these names forever, but, it's because they're able to play there for not 4 years, but 5. So congratulations to the Ullman sisters who've really kind of held down the fort over there in Laurel. As far as softball's concerned, they will be missed.
Yeah, they had Park. Was it Park last year, pitcher? Lauren, what was it? Who was their pitcher last year? Not this year, last year. Trying to get.
I know, you know how many names I'm running through my head right now?
Very good player. Couldn't remember her name, but she was, her and Madge would, duel it out.
Kylie Hill.
Kylie Hill. That's
Kylie
it.
Hill, yeah.
Would duel it out a lot.
And
There's
here
a
comes
shot.
one
That's
right at us.
That might have Glenn's car written all over it.
And that goes into that nice tree we have next to us. Home run.
Sorry, I was watching.
Shot as she blows a kiss to her parents out in left field as she rounds second base. Gotta love that. Jacked a home run.
That was a shot.
That was
there.
a shot.
That thing landed. Almost the top of this tree.
Yeah.
And this tree's big out here.
Yeah. No doubt there from Bailey Ullman. Glandon's at Lake Forest, not a senior yet. All these Baileys.
Yeah.
So many kids with the same name. Sorry, Bailey Ullman. We'll be saying that name next year. It's going to bring Kara Sumter to the plate. I was looking at the batter on deck and saw Lake Forest. I put the two Baileys together.
Looks like Glenn's rounded up some girls.
As Sumter fouls that first pitch back. Let's talk about Kara Sumter's season. 19-2 with a quarterfinal loss to Sussex Tech.
I was going to say, big loss to Tech, though.
Yeah, which was a surprise. And, you know, head coach Shannon Brown down there at Tech said, you know, hey, I love being the underdog. That's okay. We'll take it. But she jumped up and surprised some people. But what a season for Kara Sumter. And just have to be, you know, really proud of all of her accomplishments, and we've seen her throw for the past couple of years and just watch her develop as a pitcher. I'm sure everybody at Lake Forest is very proud of her, and as she goes to move on. You know, again, these pitchers leave that legacy, and they help build these programs that they leave behind. She fouls that off.
Her and Lake Forest were probably the leader at our #1 position for most of the season.
Absolutely.
I mean, Cape had a great year, right? And then both of them fall in the playoffs.
It's hard to do. It's hard to be at the top and stay at the top all season, and that pressure mounts. It's just so hard to do.
One team figured that out.
Well played right back to the pitcher, Carson Jesuero, in the circle for out number 2. Love when pitchers field their position well. And that'll bring Mia Philibin to the plate. I actually think this is Bailey Maloney from Ursuline, not Philibin from Concord. I think we have a wrong lineup. I think.
Looks more red than maroon.
It certainly does. I'm going to go with Bailey Maloney from Ursuline, who Glenn just spoke to.
Yeah, he did actually. You're right.
No
nice
changes.
Night out here, though, I'll tell you that.
Beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Couldn't ask for a better night for these girls.
We thought we were going to get rain.
Yeah, unlike a regular season game, like changes and substitutions and things are not being sent to us. We are doing the best we can to figure out colors of a uniform and look at a number and look at a roster. And
we know when they're hitting, they announce it, but other than that.
And put it together. Yeah, we're trying.
That'll be in the inning.
But they pick up another run, so Gold with 2 now on the board. Both homers, one from Sumter and one from Ullman. Can't say I'm surprised. They were both in the home run hitting derby before the game. Both well-known hitters across the state, so can't say that I am surprised by that at all. So 10-2 the score here in our all-star game. As we have Glenn Frazier roaming around with a mic. I think he's got head coach from Archmere, Dan Pisani, and maybe the 2 Archmere players with him as well.
All right,
off to Glenn.
Hi, we're here with the Archmere crew during the Blue Gold All-Star game, playing for the Blue. Doing pretty good right now, Coach Dan.
Yeah, it's been a good start. Hitting the ball really hard. The group you have in the field is going to be a good batting order. They come up in 5 through 9 too. So we're excited to get Carr and Maya some bats here in the second half of this game.
Now, Carly's staying closer to home, playing ball at Rowan. And Maya, you're headed all the way across the country, so tell me about that.
Yeah, I think my parents took me to a lot of recruiting camps, and I was able to meet a coach from California, and I really vibed with her, and I got to go out there. My parents took me out there, and I really loved it, so, yeah.
Your most memorable moment at Archmere?
Probably this year we only beat Ursuline in extra innings. That was a really hyped game. We all put everything into that, so it was really rewarding to win that.
And Carly, how about you? Your most favorite moment being at Archmere?
My favorite moment was definitely the team this year. Everyone really got along. Like, the season in general was a lot of fun. And like our younger players all were really close with the seniors, and it was fun.
All right, here's the hard-hitting journalistic question. Your favorite, French fries or tater tots?
French fries. Tater tots.
French fries.
It's still a landslide runaway for French fries. Now back to Shannon and Nick. Thanks, guys.
Hey, we picked up another tater tot
up
vote,
the tater
though.
tot.
So
All right.
2 for the tater tot tonight. Most everybody else has gone with the French fries, the favorite choice. This is Mia Boyd in the box as she fouls that pitch back. So we're not to the point where they've flipped everything on us yet. We are now with Bailey Maloney in the circle from Ursuline. Keeping up with these changes the best we can, folks. Unlike a regular game, the substitutions are not coming our way. Doing the best we can.
Just wait for him to be announced, and then we have to wait to see who the what the front of the name the name on the front of the jersey
Yeah,
says.
the gold team will close with Kara Sumter as their pitcher, I do believe.
Uh-oh. Ground ball.
6-3 for the first out of the inning. And that is Sophia Scursey from Indian River playing short. And Mia Philibin over at first base. Yeah, we've had batting orders all screwed up. I apologize.
Oh, tough by that fence.
Yeah, and the umpire was kind of in the way. New life for Zeta Rock on that foul ball.
Yeah, you don't want to give her life. You don't
Good
wanna give
chase
her a
by
second
Philibin there at
chance.
first base. I apologize to some of you upstate players. We don't have the right lineups. So a Concord Ursuline, we don't typically see them during the season. I don't anyway. As Rock sends one sky high, shallow right field. Caught by Kira Fent from Polytech.
Yeah, that's Polly.
Again, that one's easy. She's the only player from Polytech here.
Read the jersey.
That'll bring Haley Lawson from Sussex Tech to the plate. As we heard in her interview with Glenn, she had a shot out of UD
Yeah, when you hit it out of
To
there,
keep-
that's legit.
to keep her team in the mix. As you see her swinging for the fences there. I think she wants to get in on this home run action.
Yes. She didn't take anything off of that.
1-1 count to
And you
Lawson.
heard even after that home run, one of her favorite times was beating Sass.
Yeah. Again, I told you, they sit on the same road.
Yeah.
They're not that far apart, so there's a nice rivalry there.
And guess what? Oh, nope, short.
She's trying to send it out of here, out to center field, and that is Bailey Lynch from Laurel with the catch in center field for out number 3.
We got a little fifth inning stretch going on here.
I think we do. They're going to touch up the field because this is where that flip is going to happen. So we're going to be scrambling for names now.
Oh, God.
Sit tight. I think that's Coach Wampler on that machine
That's
out
what he
there
just
working
said, yeah.
on the field. He is now the head coach here at Red Lion. I know Richie Edwards was here forever and kind of built this program to what it is today.
Yeah, he's traveling around following Millersville nowadays.
Yeah, absolutely.
With
His daughter was a great pitcher here.
she's playing everything out there.
Good athlete.
Yeah.
Good athlete.
Catching. Yeah. Yeah, she's been doing
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff out there. Angelina.
I'm going to hit our coaches for this evening one more time here for the Gold All-Star team. Head coach Mike Tack from Cape Henlopen, and one of his assistants at Cape, Chuck Hudson, and Sarah Powell from Indian River. And for the Blue All-Stars, we just heard from Dan Pisani from Archmere, Brian Timpson's over there from Appo, and Antoine Morgan from Del Castle. Certainly thanks to them for volunteering to
Glenn's got somebody.
head up this all-star night for their team. So
Glenn's got another victim.
we're going to another victim. We're going to send it down to Glenn.
Glenn, we got you.
Nick and Shannon, I'm here now with the pitcher and hitter extraordinaire for Lake Forest this year, Kara Sumter. And, of course, we did a game at Polytech where it was about 50-mile-an-hour winds. And you remember it. One home run into that win and one with it. And tell me, what was your most memorable moment of your years at Lake Forest? Was that it?
No, probably just the team winning the conference against Cape. You know, it was a fun game, competitive. It was close. It was just a good experience overall.
Now, how do you like playing in this environment? Not a whole lot of pressure in this thing.
No, it's good. It's fun. You meet new people, meet new friends. You don't have pressure on you, like, because they know you, so.
All right, this is our big hard-hitting question of the game. We're taking a poll. French fries or tater tots?
French fries.
French fries is a landslide, running away with it. Kara Sumter headed to Monmouth. Good luck for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Sumter hit a shot at Polytech into the wind, and if anyone's ever been to Polytech, they have a high outfield fence, and she put on a show that day for sure. So we are going to flip the rosters at this point. So the players that were in the field up to this point will now become the hitters, and the players that have been hitting will now make their way to field. So leading off for the blue team here, Ava Calciano from Cape Henlopen, followed by Jordan Holloman from Delmar, and Olivia Heers from Cape should be the third batter of the inning. Calciano headed to Yukon. She takes ball one. Calciano is a first team all-conference or first team all-state selection.
Yukon, huh? Heading up the northeast.
Yeah, one of the only players going north into the cold to play softball. But, you know, listen, they fly to Florida. They play in Florida half the time anyway, so.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ava's first at bat. We've now flipped the lineup. The rest of the players are now be hitting for goal.
Got a score in a blue gold baseball game. It's 4-3 blue.
As she
Of course, I
sends
don't
one
know
that
what
should
those
go
rosters-
out. And it does.
It does.
Nice hit, Ava.
Home run
It's gone.
from Calciano.
We can't
No doubt.
see past that tree,
I can't
but-
see past the tree, but I had a feeling it was going. Glenn interviewed her. She said one of her favorite moments was the home run she hit to defeat Caravel. Cape hadn't defeated Caravel, I think they said 20 years, so.
Yeah, I'd pick that as one of my favorites.
Yeah,
too,
that's,
then, if
that's
that were the
definitely up
case.
there. Sure, absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to be memorable. Next up will be Jordan Holloman from Delmar. She's also going to the University of Maryland, but for a different reason. She's going to go join her sister and play field hockey and some of her cousins over there, College Park. Great field hockey player. Not too shabby of a softball player either. Those Holloman girls are all around athletic.
I was going to say, right? All around. Athletes, no matter how you cross it.
Yep.
Dad was an athlete, right? Dad's a
Yep.
baseball guy. And
Yep. Mom played field hockey at Delaware.
yeah.
Aunt played field hockey at Delaware. I think Jody's roaming around here somewhere tonight.
Good genes running through that.
Absolutely right. it's nice to see these multiple sport athletes compete at the highest levels in all their sports and then be able to come out and play in these all-star games as well.
Speaking of that, she got athlete of the year, women's athlete of the year, new DSBA thing.
Yes.
That came out.
Yes.
With,
yeah, Glenn went down and presented the award, right? Down in Delmar?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
She sends one out to left.
Stay up. Caught.
So that's the first out of the inning, which will bring Hayden Hudson from Cape to the plate. Hayden's headed to Catholic University.
DC, right?
DC. That's Lauren Foltz to Simone Edge for the out. And that'll bring Olivia Heers, also from Cape Henlopen, to the plate. She participated in the home run contest here prior to the start of the game. I think she had 7 go out.
Oh, jeez. One of them was taking target practice on my truck when I pulled in.
And that's why Glenn parked his car behind the tree here. He was hoping to protect the car. Because last year in the semifinals, he's got 2 dents still in the door from the Cape Sussex Central game. 2 home runs went out and tagged his car. Again, talk about heavy hitters that Carson Jesawero sees right out of the gate. Good grief. Here's takes one look in there. Olivia takes a cut, but fouls that one back.
Good pitch up in on the hands. Not going to get hurt there very often.
Jamming her up.
Strike out.
She swings through that for a strikeout for Jesawero from Sussex Academy for the 3rd out of the inning. And Gold gets another run in the bottom of the 5th here. So Blue still leads. 10-3 now. Glenn has gathered up his next interview with the Cape Henlopen folks. Off to you, Glenn.
All right, here we are right now with the head coach of the Gold, Mike Tack from Cape Henlopen. By the way, state coach of the year, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Great honor. These girls did it. So I just put them in places, and they did their work. So very appreciative.
We already talked to Ava and Hayden a little earlier. Now we have the 3rd member of your team here, the all-time program leader in home runs and RBIs. You did pretty good in the home run derby.
Thank you. I'm glad my head coach Chuck there to throw to me.
Let me ask you, your time at Cape Henlopen, does anything stand out to you?
Yes, my favorite memory. Coach Tack falling off of a bucket and rolling down third base. Best memory ever.
That would be mine, too. What happened there, Coach?
Oh, they come after you. You know, that down there at third base line, it's you're in danger all the time. She took a shot at me and just lost balance, and glad it can make you happy.
Do the Vikings have a chance for that? Like, get out the way, coach, or something?
No, I think we would hurt his feelings if we did that.
All right, now you two, this is the big question, the poll we're taking. Is it French fries or tater tots?
I go French fries from McDonald's.
I go, I think tater tots right now.
All right.
Yeah.
there's a vote for tater tots, and Coach gets specific. He doesn't even go fries. He tells you where he wants them from. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Glenn. So we do get another vote for tater tots, but Liv had to really think about that.
She did.
She was torn between that, and Tack got really specific with his McDonald's fries. So now we have Carly Polsky from Archmere at the plate. Again, they have flipped the order here, so we're seeing her for the first time batting. And she is 0-2, I believe. She fouls that one back. Sends that foul down the third baseline. A lot of fight there from Polsky at the plate. We're going to try to find out. We have a large crew of umpires who come out tonight to volunteer their time. We're going to try and find out all the names of the umpiring crew here are here tonight as well, as Polsky goes down swinging. Again, we still have Bailey Maloney in the circle from Ursuline. Haven't changed the defensive set yet. Mia Boyd now at the plate. Oh no, this is another Apo jersey. Man, some of these jerseys look so much alike. This should be Lauren Foltz from Appoquinimink.
Apo, Sussex Tech.
As she sends one out here to left center field.
She's looking for two.
And she's
going
going to pick up two. So a nice double for Lauren Foltz of Apo. That's going to bring Simone Edge from Smyrna to the plate. Spent this season over at first base, filling in for the loss to graduation that Haley McCutcheon exited and left first base available. She had played third base up to that point. Headed to Texas Tech. As she lifts one out to the outfield here.
It's going to be in, stay in.
It's going to stay in.
Tagging, though. And the throw's got her.
And Foltz tags and is safe.
Safe, wow.
It's a nice little sac fly there for Edge. 2 outs now.
The batter, number 22, Madison Myers.
And that'll bring Madison Myers of Sussex Tech to the plate. That ball was caught here in center field by Bailey Lynch from Laurel. Pitches in for ball one. She sends it right back up the middle off the glove of Maloney. And she will be safe at first.
Another run scores.
And that'll score Foltz from third. 2 outs here, though, in the inning.
The batter, number 7, Maya Grande.
And that'll bring Maya Grande from Archmere to the plate. She fouls the first pitch off. Called for strike 2. Fouls that off down the first base line. I think we're going to get a chance to talk to some umpires who are here tonight. And just getting some information in from Glenn about who the umpiring crew is as a shot comes out here to right field. And Myers is going to take third. You see Timpson with the rally towel going.
He's a character.
I'll tell you what, he has fun. That is for sure. He is a character. And that will bring Emma Sapola from Appoquinimink to the plate. He has a whole routine before the game. He's fun to watch pre-game.
He does his
He
guitar.
He carries on with them, yeah. He has a good time. She reaches outside and fouls that back. Out of play. It's going to put Abby McFarland from Brandywine on deck. Sapola, second team All-State.
Middle.
Right back up the box. That'll score Myers from third.
Still with 2 outs.
McFarland from Brandywine now, third team All-State, headed to Westchester.
Nice. Nice school.
Not too far from home.
No, not for her anyway. She lives up near Marshall Falk Road, somewhere in that area for Brandywine. Just to jump up 2-0-2.
First pitch from Maloney was a called strike. She swings through that for strike 2. Yeah, that's right in her backyard.
Oh, absolutely.
Fouls that back beyond the first base dugout. Those football players over there better pay attention.
Over there, yeah.
Pitch a little low for a ball. You can tell these girls don't know each other very well. It's so quiet. It's
I know.
not that quiet on a softball field.
Another hit, though.
She gets one through the 5-6 hole. Throw goes home.
Both runners move up.
Not in time, and everybody moves up. Scored Grande from second on that ground ball to the outfield. And that's going to bring Carson Jesuero to the plate from Sussex Academy.
Popped up.
And Bailey Ullman from Laurel, the catcher, takes care of that herself back there. And that'll end the inning. But they get 3 runs on 5 hits. And we'll see if we can track down my partner, Glenn Frazier.
He's somewhere over there. I don't know.
See if he's got anybody to interview this inning. The umpires would like to give them a shout out tonight. They come out.
Oh, Victor's over there.
And
Victor
they
Padavani.
And they volunteer their time to come out and do this game for the girls so they can have their Blue Gold All-Star Night. John Jenkins, Troy Grant, Victor, how'd you say his last name?
Padavani.
Thank you. Artie Ulrich. Ehrlich. Can't read Glenn's writing, I'm sorry. Ed Morris and Deb Hoff. So thank you to the umpiring crew for coming out to support the girls and give of their time so that we can have this Blue Gold All-Star game. So new defense here. We'll try to put that together for you. Here's the fun part, Nick.
Is that Conrad at second, or is it William Penn?
We don't have a William Penn. So this is going to be...
Oh.
I know it's Lawson at first from Tech. Lacey Donovan at second from Smyrna.
Oh, is
They're
that
in the
Smyrna?
black and red.
Black and
Yeah,
red,
that's
huh?
what's throwing it off.
Yeah, I would have never thought Smyrna.
Yeah, they're in their black
But
and
that's
red.
the Eagles, you're right.
Yep. So Carson Jesawero stays in the circle. Looks like Zeta Rock catching back there from Caravel. And Haley Lawson from Sussex Tech at first. Should be Lacey Donovan from Smyrna at second. And that is ball one. To Mia Philibin.
Yeah, it's Philbin up the bat.
I have to pay attention to the announcer now. This is where the lineup that they provided ends. She's the last one I have. So now we have to pay attention to get the lineup correct for the
How many
batting
innings
order.
they play?
9.
Oh, okay. So we're in the bottom of the 6th?
Bottom of 6. Called strike. Looks like we have Peyton Lawston over at third from Caravel. Called strike. So 1-2 to Philibin. Philibin from Concord High with her teammate Ruby Hagan here tonight. She fouls that pitch back. Lights are on here, which is going to make it even harder to see jerseys.
I don't know. We'll just have to zoom in.
I'll need Glenn's field glasses.
Strike 3.
Gets her swinging for out number 1. It's a third strikeout for Carson.
The batter, number 6, Carly Reebok.
There we go. Carly Rubeck from Lake Forest. Reebok. I knew he didn't say that correctly when he said it. Fouls that pitch back. Yeah, this is the quietest I think I've ever heard a softball field.
Yeah, they don't know each other to yell enough. Or I mean, when we're at Gold, you beat them. It ain't never this quiet. So.
No, well, college is a little different too, but when they really know each other, they know each other.
Yeah.
And, you know, softball's usually a lot of chatter, even in the dugouts. The dugouts are quiet tonight.
Yeah, new people.
Swings
new
through that.
faces. I'm sure they all know the same chants, though.
Oh, of
Or
course.
some sort
Yes.
of variation of it.
Yes, of course. Got Coach Tack down there at third now, and Sarah Powell from Indian River over at first. And
That change-up's nice.
Carson gets another strikeout. Yeah, we saw that in the
I
tournament.
was going to say, yeah,
Yep.
against Tech, it was very
Yep. Super,
efficient.
super effective. She throws it well.
It's hard to pick up. Same arm movement, same
Batter number 1, Elizabeth McCarthy.
same wind-up.
I think our shortstop is Mia Boyd from Apo.
Everybody's thinking bunt here. Infielders are way
Yeah,
up.
corners are pulled in. I feel like I've lost Glenn. I'm playing Where in the World is Glenn
He's
tonight?
over.
Oh,
He's
there
over
he is.
In the,
There he is. Third
bullpen.
baseline. It's like Where's Waldo, but where's Glenn?
Called that a ball. That was a good pitch. A little low.
She throws the changeup so well. Very effective for her.
Here's a strike. Sawed off.
Boyd went deep in the hole for that. Threw to first, but pulled Lawson off the bag. So we'll get a 2-out base runner.
Batter number 12, Abby Bledsoe.
Abby Bledsoe now the batter for the gold team. Bledsoe from Dickinson. And that was Elizabeth McCarthy before her from CR. Again, we're trying to pick these up on the fly now.
Good waste. Seeing if she chased the low pitch. If she played for the Phillies, she would.
Hey, they won in 11 innings last night.
Nah, I know, I'm kidding. We're up 4-3. Bottom of 5 right now.
Fouls that pitch back. I'm working on the outfield now, so if you can see jerseys and tell me who they are, that'd be great.
Play's kind of slowed down. Got her.
That's 3 strikeouts this inning for Carson from Sussex Academy. 5 strikeouts tonight for her.
Yeah.
Best of luck in the future, whatever you guys are doing. This will be your last, obviously, game here in Delaware. We appreciate you and thank you for being here again.
So it's always a nice turnout when they do this all-star game, and surprising enough that you know, sometimes you have to turn players away, right? Because they fill the roster so quick.
Oh, that's
so tough. I think we have Glenn ready
Yes,
with the Appoquinimink crew here tonight. So
Yeah,
Brian Timpson and his 4 players.
Glenn.
Here we go.
I guess we're on. I'm here with the Appo crew. Head coach Brian Timpson. Tell me what kind of season you have with these girls.
These were great girls. I mean, 17-3, another Flight 8 title, and made it around to the state tournament. And our 4 girls, one's not with us over here, but they were everything for us, and we love them all.
Tell me about your most memorable moment at Appo. We'll start with you.
Ooh, okay. So I'm trying to think. I would actually say my most memorable moment would probably be beating Carabel. I love some of my cousins are on that team, but I love them all. But I think the battle between them in the previous years was always something that was kind of desirable. But losing them that second time obviously was so hard. But I definitely say all the wins, the tough wins I had throughout the season.
Lauren, you're next because you got a back.
Oh, I would say just being together as a team, like especially my freshman year, coming in, I knew that I had to work and that we just had to all work together. And I think that over the last 4 years, we continue to do that. We continue to grow together.
Good look at the plate.
Thank you.
Know what you're doing. You had time to do that.
Probably throwing water balloons at the coaches. Yeah, that's probably my favorite. Or honestly, our last game was definitely my game. It means so much to us because I'm not going on to play college. It just means like so much to us how far we've worked and how hard we've been doing for everything, and we've worked so hard for it.
Thanks to the Apo guys.
Of course, no problem.
Thanks to you for being here.
Back to you guys.
All right, that was my partner Glenn Frazier down there with the crew from Appoquinimink High School tonight. As at the plate, that was Nyla Marie Rivera from Dickinson, and Kara Sumter gets her first strikeout of the night. Sumter in the circle now from Lake Forest. Rivera was here representing Del Castle.
He gets introduced to Sumter. She comes in, huh?
Right. Welcome to Henlopen softball.
Welcome, D2. Oh, knocked it down. And still got her.
So Polsky grounds out 5-3 for out number 2. And that's Ullman to Philbin for the out. That'll bring Lauren Foltz to the plate. Her second at-bat. Singled in her first at-bat. Ball 1. Fouls that pitch back. 1-1 count now from Sumter.
I was about to say, starting to get some of the
The bugs are starting to fly.
out here in the trees.
I sprayed the off earlier, choked myself up with it. That's okay. The lights come on and the bugs come out. It's just how it is. Should have a 2-2 count here to Foltz.
Got her.
Got her for out number 3. 2 strikeouts that inning for Sumter as she comes in.
7th inning stretch.
Look at that, 50-50, $173 tonight.
There you go.
We have a great crowd out here tonight to honor these senior players. We have Glenn rounding up a couple of more victims. Looks like Mia Philbin and Ruby Hagan from Concord now. So we're going to send this down to Glenn for another player interview.
All right, Glenn, we got you.
Okay, Blue Gold All-Star game. Now we're talking to a couple of the Concord players here, Mia Philbin and Ruby Hagan. And girls, tell me about your experience this year at Concord softball. What impressed you the most about your season?
I think I was most impressed about our team this season. I think it was the best we've had at the 4 years I've been there, and I was just really proud of them and stuff. Yeah, I would say the same thing. We honestly had a very impactful freshman class come in who's really stepped up and helped out. But I thought we had a really good season with some really strong players.
Do you have a favorite moment during the season?
I think our senior night beating Red Lion on a walk-off was probably my favorite moment. Yeah, I would say the same. That was really good, hype, going into the playoffs. And then we first beat Conrad for the first time in extra innings, and that was really fun. Really nice team.
Okay, tough question. I'm going to expand a little bit because French fries is just running away with the poll. All right, so what's your favorite? Tater tots, French fries, sweet potato fries, or waffle fries?
I think I'm going to have to say French fries still.
French fries. I try to throw a monkey wrench into the whole thing, and it doesn't work. Back to Shannon and Nick. Thank you.
I was going to say, he's getting specific with the waffle fries now, but still just plain old French fries. And I had to take my headset off. I started laughing. Brian Timpson and
I saw him.
And the other assistant coach,
slide.
Antoine Morgan, over there doing the cha-cha slide in between innings. So coaches are having fun tonight as well. And now we see Peyton Lawston enter the circle for the first time. Senior from Caravel. As we get that pitch fouled back.
Uh-oh. Shot out to us. Caught.
Caught, and I believe that this is
Woodbridge.
Woodbridge here in center
I
field.
did
So
see
that
that.
is Abria Reed from Woodbridge making that play. I think we have Abby McFarland now in right field. She transferred over here from third base.
Ava Calciano.
To strike one to Calciano. One count now to Calciano. And I can't see this right fielder's number for her ponytail. So could be Brandywine, could be Middletown.
Looks like Middletown.
They're on the same team here. Could be Kira Brown from Middletown then.
Because Brandywine's at third base, and that's a
There you
darker
go.
blue.
Is she 11? She's 11.
She's
So there
11.
we go. Right field is going to be Kira Brown from Middletown. And McFarland stays at third. There's so many maroon and white and maroon and dark jerseys here tonight, too. It's tough.
It is tough when you see some of these teams in different uniforms. Different color variations that you wouldn't think of. Popped up.
Lawson calls everybody off out of the
Yeah,
circle.
why not?
Way to field her position. So that's out number 2. Lawson mowing them down here in 7th.
Batter number 13, Jordan Holloman.
Brings Jordan Holloman to the plate. Flied out to left in her first at-bat. Called strike one.
Check in on that baseball game. See what we got score.
It was tough. They scheduled everything in the same night, right? This one,
Yeah,
baseball,
I know,
lacrosse, all
lacrosse.
these all-star games in the same night.
Everything but.
Tough for all the coverage. Called strike two. So 1-2 count to Holloman. Again, Holloman headed to Maryland to play field hockey. Great athlete all the way around, though. It's been a joy to watch her through all those seasons. For her 4 years down there at Del Mar.
Looks like they got a tight one. 9-8 down there. Blue is winning.
Good night to be on the Blue All-Star team, huh? 2-2 count now. And what's fun about this game, too, is just some matchups that these players wouldn't normally see each other throughout the season if they don't catch each other in the tournament somehow. So they do get to face different pitchers and see different players. So
Looks like she got hit.
another angle that's fun tonight.
Yeah, why not? Get to do something different, right?
Sure. A lot of times, you know, if you're downstate, you hear these kids' names all the time. And you
Yeah,
never
you don't
get
know
to
who
see
they
them.
are,
Yeah, you know
right?
who they are.
Yeah.
You get to see them play, so you get to come out tonight and see it all. So it's going to bring Hayden Hudson to the plate, headed to Catholic University. She's part of the trio that's here tonight from Cape Henlopen.
They had an excellent season.
Had a great season. Fouls that off. Out of play.
We've outlasted everybody here today that was here on the Red Line campus doing some sort of activity.
It was very busy when we got here.
Mm-hmm. They had nice facilities.
They do. One of the only softball fields other than Caravel with lights, right? Might be the only other one other than Caravel with lights to be able to host this type of game at night. So certainly big thanks goes out to Red Lion and their coach Tim Wampler and all of their
Mr. Kurt Sirac, their head
grounds people to.
Oh, that's a gap. That's a shot.
That's a gapper for Hudson. Going to send Holloman home. Hudson's looking. She's going to stop at second. So nice RBI double for Hayden Hudson. And there's where you see Holloman's speed. That we see all fall on a field hockey field.
Yeah.
Now to bring Hayden's teammate and all-time Cape Henlopen home run leader Olivia Heers to the plate. Ball 1 to her from Lawston. Lawston's headed to Del Tech to major in business and marketing. Heers is headed to St. Joe's. Really nice to be able to fill in these stat sheets with all these places these players are going.
Great adder, though.
That was a shot, but nice pickup there by third baseman McFarland to get Heers for the third out of the inning. But they pick up another run. So the Gold team steady working to try to come back at this here.
Down 12-4. Is that what you got?
12-4.
There we go.
You got it.
Pretty good job then.
I know. I'm going to say they have a nice playlist, but not quite as good as the one we had at UD.
No,
for the semifinals and
I don't
finals.
know who was that?
I don't know whose playlist that was, but that was a good playlist.
We got Glenn with somebody down here. Hold on, Glenn. Coming to you.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Couple of blue players here in the Blue Gold All-Star game. Nelma Ray Rivera from Delcastle and Carson Jessuera from Sussex Academy. I want to ask you both, what's your favorite memory of playing this year high school ball?
My favorite memory was after we played the St. Mark's game, all of us stayed back and we brought out like a Blackstone grill. We grilled burgers, hot dogs, and we kind of just like played around on the field. We played wiffle ball, kickball, and then all the girls came over to my house and we had like a team sleepover.
That was Carson. Here's Nell Marie with your favorite moment.
My favorite is when we played an Army versus Navy game. We played it against Mount Pleasant. It was not a close game at all until like the 9th inning, and we won. And it was good to get recognized because I'm also going to the Army, and just to have my sergeants be able to see me play.
All right, I'll try to ask the tough question here tonight. We're taking a little poll. I've extended it a little bit because French fries is killing it. So French fries, tater tots, sweet potato fries, or waffle fries? Your preference?
Definitely tater tots. I'll go French fries, just regular McDonald's French fries.
No, McDonald's.
There you go. All right. It's a runaway. It's just a landslide. Back to Nick and Shannon. Thanks, girls.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so he's trying to even get more specific, and there's the
trying,
second vote we have for the McDonald's fry. And Sumter gets Simone Edge going down swinging for out number 1. We're seeing why Lake Forest was so successful this year with Sumter in the circle.
Yeah, she's tough.
Really nice to hear their favorite part of the season. I did have to laugh. I think we heard the favorite part of a couple seasons was beating Caravel, right?
Yeah.
Knocking off the proverbial champs.
Uh-huh. Well, you know what? You got to expect that if you're them, right?
100%. 100%. They've got 15 championships, 5 in a row. You know, nice play there by Scursey to Philibin. for the out. That was Madison Myers from Sussex Tech. Out number 2. Yeah, you kind of have to expect that, but it's like the Patriots, right? Everybody gets sick and tired of the same people winning.
The Yankees,
but yeah.
Back in the day, anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, Yankees are struggling a little bit now. Nice ground ball out here to right field by Maya Grandi from Archmere. Give her a single for the night. It's going to bring Emma Sapola to the plate from Appoquinimink. I'm going to have to use my phone as a flashlight here shortly to read the book.
Yeah, we don't have any.
We don't have lights.
No, there's no lights.
She fouls
down
that
here.
back.
We only got really 1 inning left, so.
Yeah, it'd be all right. That's actually Grande's second hit of the night. Reaches out there. Yeah, reaches out there.
Oh, foul ball. Oh, I thought that was fair.
Ooh.
Our first base umpire looks like John Jenkins.
I don't know. That was a heck of a job, though, reaching out there on that
is.
outside pitch and just taking it from where it's coming from. Send
Yeah.
it right back out there.
Throwing it out. You know, just throw the bat at it.
Yeah.
All right, we have a coach's challenge.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Do they have to pay for coaches' challenges?
I don't know.
There's a catch right there in the middle.
Nice catch there by Scursy at short for the 3rd out.
Top of the 8th, no runs, 1 hit. There was 2 left.
No runs in that inning. Sumter gets a strikeout. Still 12-4 in favor of the blue.
Oh, no.
Look, you could end up downstate after all with that. So we will see Peyton Lawson return to the circle.
Hey, Shannon, how's it going?
Hi, Glenn. Welcome back.
I needed a charge on my cell phone. It was running down. Having a lot of fun with these girls, though, doing the interviews. But you see, French fries was just being a landslide.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to expand it a little.
I like how they got specific with McDonald's fries and
That's 2 of them.
a couple of tater tots thrown in, but for the most part, everybody's really a fan of the French fry.
Yeah, I tried to, throw sweet potato fries and waffle fries in there. They're having none
These
of
are kids. They're not eating sweet
They're-
potato fries,
it.
Glenn.
They're having
Come on.
none of it. It's a good thing I didn't try salad.
No. No.
Oh, my. All right, my phone gets charged up a little bit. I'll go back down so we can get some more. Maybe get some post-game. We'll see.
So this should be Mia Philibin leading off this inning, followed by Carly Rebuck and Elizabeth McCarthy. If they don't throw any extra loops in here. We'll see. We're good for the first one anyway.
Ground ball.
Nice scoop by Donovan there
Yeah.
at second. Over
play.
to Lawson at first. Brings Carly Rebuck from Lake Forest to the plate. Right back
get her.
up the middle.
Nah, not enough time.
Kind of off Lawson's glove there, but not enough time
It
for the
wasn't hit hard
shortstop.
enough, and it was knocked down by Lawson there, which kind of slowed that ball up a little bit.
Yep. So you get a 1-out base runner in Rebuck. Should bring McCarthy to the plate. Little lefty from Caesar Rodney. Not too many lefties in the lineup tonight. We've seen some teams really be loaded with lefties, but just a handful of them here tonight. Called strike. Lawson's done a pretty good job of getting ahead of her hitters tonight.
Haven't seen too many of them today. She's going to get her, but the sacrifice is good.
Bunt laid down third base line there, just a little too hard probably for McCarthy's speed. McFarland does a nice job of throwing her out. And here comes Abby Bledsoe. Called strike to Bledsoe. Bledsoe from Dickinson High School. Again, right back up the middle, all the way out to center field that time. Give an advance Rebuck to third.
Batter number 21, Bailey Ullman.
It's going to bring Bailey Ullman from Laurel. Also one of those players that was a tiebreaker as part of the home run derby here before the game.
Off the end of the bat,
yeah,
but it's going to
flails one into right that skips past the right fielder. She's going to end up with a stand-up double. Scores Rebuck. And advances Bledsoe to third. Fifth run for the Gold team tonight. It's going to bring Calciano to the plate from Cape. She's homered and popped up to the pitcher.
Second and third here, 2 outs. She went for that outside pitch.
Yeah, fouls that back. See what they can do with 2 outs here. They're going to switch out Ullman at second and bring McCarthy in to run. You got to know the coaches love the fact they don't have to actually do a substitution there. They don't have to worry about it. They got rolling substitutions tonight. They have to love that. That ball's in the dirt.
Back to third.
Zeta Rock back there behind the plate catching right now.
Working away. You said she's already got 1 home run here, so not giving her much to hit. Comes in, and
that's
there
going to
it
be
goes.
gone.
There it goes.
That's going to be Calciano's second home run of the night.
What did I just say?
And that's just a repeat of what happened in the regular season. She is the Gatorade Player of the Year, and that is how she walked off the win at Caravel when they played at Cape Henlopen during the regular season, was a home run off Lawson.
It does close the gap a bit. You're right.
3-run shot there for Calciano. So 8 runs now for the Gold team, down 12-8. That'll bring up Jordan Hotleman. Again, there's damage with 2 outs.
Mm-hmm. Probably the best thing they've run-wise
put together
had
all night.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yep.
Oof, good pitch.
Ball outside. That couldn't have missed by much. It was a nice looking pitch. She's got Holloman 1 and 2 now. 2 outs here in the 8th.
Ooh, good pitch. That was close.
2-2 now to Holloman. Going to go full count now on that low pitch.
Got her. Good pitch.
For the gold in the bottom of the 8th inning, 4 runs on 4 hits.
4 runs on 4 hits.
Innings complete. Blue 13, gold 8.
Yeah, I got 12.
Special now, hot dogs are $1.
I have 12.
They got 13. We'll go with them.
Okay, 13 it is.
$1. Cheeseburgers $2. Once again, score 13 for blue, gold 8. Get those special at the concession stand. We're going to the top of the ninth.
All right, to the top of the 9th. Not something we say in softball very often. Every once in a while we get a extra inning game, but not often. We had some college games go extra innings, 9 innings. Might have been a Goldie game or a Wilmu game, but not too many high school games.
Yeah, they went 8 in Goldie.
Sumter will go back out in the circle for her team defensively. And we should start off with Abby McFarland. From Brandywine.
Getting hard to see out here.
Yes, it is.
Got a light out over here in right field.
I've gone to the flashlight.
Hold on 1 sec. Okay, we're going to try to reset the lights. Pause for a sec, please.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Gary, go dark.
we have a light issue.
0 dark 30.
We might all be in the dark here soon. Happened in Oklahoma, too. College World Series. It's okay. It happens. I like how they play the final countdown as that's going to happen. That's a great choice of songs. Take this little time out to thank you for joining us tonight on the 302 Sports broadcast of the Blue Gold All-Star Game for softball. Got Nick Halliday on camera and producing, pulling double duty. Thank you for not making me do that tonight. I'm Shannon Timmons, and we have our roving reporter tonight, Glenn Frazier, running back down to the field now that his cell phone's charged back up to grab some more player and coach interviews. Well, they haven't turned the lights out on us yet, so. Glenn looks like he has Elizabeth McCarthy and Jordan Holloman. Maybe a third player ready to go while we wait. So we'll get Glenn ready to go here and send it back out to him.
Looks like we're not having good issues. We're going to go to an interview. All right, Glenn,
Hey, Nick.
we got you.
We got a little break in the action here. They're working on the lights. Let's get a couple of gold players in here. Let's start with Jordan Holloman from Delmar, who has a softball bat in her hands, not a field hockey stick, but that's where she'll be going next for University of Maryland. Talk about your career high school-wise at Delmar. What stands out of any of you, like a favorite moment?
Like for softball?
It can be either one.
I'd say for softball, it'd probably be like our entire season this year because I thought we did really well coming from last year, not having like the best season we wanted to having like a great season, only losing or having 4 losses. And then obviously for field hockey, like we won the state championship, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, I think that's some big things that stick out to me.
And you forgot that you were the first ever DSBA Female Athlete of the Year.
Well, I don't like to say stuff like that, but I like to talk about the team.
Good job. She's being humble. Stay there, Jordan. Don't go away. All right, let's talk to a rider next, Elizabeth McCarthy from Cesar Rodney. What stands out to you during your career at Cesar Rodney?
I think my most favorite softball memories are just the relationships I make with my teammates. For me, the game hasn't always been about winning or losing. It's just my time with my friends, and obviously that's coming to an end soon. So it's been a great 4 years for me and several friends of mine.
Now we'll speak to a Dickinson Ram, Abby Bledsoe. And Abby, what about you? You have a favorite moment playing for Dickinson?
I would have to say I have 2. The first time I got 100 strikeouts for this season was pretty cool. And then playing with my little sister for 2 years, that was probably my favorite because she was my catcher and I was the pitcher.
All right, real quick, because they're going without the lights now. We're taking a poll. French fries, tater tots, waffle fries, or sweet potato fries?
Waffle fries. Regular French fry.
That's a landslide winner.
Sweet potato fries.
Ooh, there we go. Some different of opinions here. All right, guys, back to you in the ballgame. Thanks, girls.
Thank you.
All right, finally a vote for the healthy option, sweet potato fry. Way to go, Jordan Holloman. All right.
That's a shot.
That's a shot out here to right field
overhead.
that gets away. That's Abby McFarland from Brandywine with a stand-up double just over the head of our right fielder out here. We are going without the lights, folks.
Yes.
We're going to try and finish this
wonder-
game up.
Wonder if that had anything to do with that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
They asked the players, and they said they wanted to play.
Bunts that foul. This is Carson Jesawero from Sussex Academy. We saw her pitching earlier tonight. Had a good performance out here tonight. Had a great season for Sussex Academy. Made their way to the semifinals. Sumter gets her to swing through that.
No call. Didn't get that one. He wanted that one.
Yeah, all the players did too. Did you hear them?
Uh-huh.
Low and outside. 2-2 count now. Evened up. Swings through that for out number 1.
Looked like a blue victory in baseball.
Apologies, Carson. The batter was just Carson Casero. Now batting number 3, Namari Rivera.
This is going to be Nelmarie Rivera.
Did I miss an out? Was there an out there?
There's one out, yes.
Okay.
Ball 1 on the outside corner there.
Glenn's texting us. He wanted to know how many hits McFarland had. You have that?
Abby McFarland, 2 for 2. 2 doubles, both to right field. Got a 1-2 count now to Rivera. Two count. She misses outside with that.
One upstairs.
Got her swinging. Should roll the order back to the top to Carly Polsky from Archmere. She fouls that off. Should be a dead ball off her foot.
Off her foot, yeah.
Yeah, that never feels good. Especially not coming from a pitcher like Sumter. Ball outside.
Ground ball. Throws it away.
She's going to go ahead and stay at first base. They would be Concord teammates Ruby Hagan and Mia Philibin playing second and first, respectively. It's going to bring Lauren Foltz to the plate from Appoquinimink.
Scores another run, right?
Correct.
Pushes that lead to 14. Base hit.
Shot right back up the middle out here to center field. Foltz to second easily. Pushes Polsky to third. She brings Simone Edge from Smyrna to the plate. He's flied out to center, struck out. Ball low to Edge. 2 outs here in the ninth. Got 14 runs for the blue team. They just came out hot early.
Yeah, they did. A couple of home runs, a couple of hits. Put it together.
6th inning, they score 4 more. Scored 4 in the second and the 6th. Lays off that rise ball.
Got her.
Lauren Foltz with that last double. For the inning, for the top of the ninth. 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 error. There was 2 left. We're going to the bottom of the ninth.
1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors, 1 left. Going to the bottom of the ninth. 14-8 in favor of the blue all-star team here tonight at Red Lion. And now I really have lost Glenn in the dark.
Yeah, I had no clue.
Don't know where he's located at the moment.
Fans and players and coaches, we're going to be having our MVP announcements for blue and gold. We can have, after the game is over, please have both teams line up at the respective baselines. And after the game, as ladies, as your gift for being here today, and for all you've done for 4 years of your softball at your high schools, we're going to give you a free t-shirt. Compliments of us here at the Disc Association. What I'd like to
Uh-oh.
have is
I'm getting a phone call. He's over here.
Oh, there he is. We found Glenn.
make sure you have all your shirts properly the right sizes. We thank you for Miss Denise and Alyssa for doing that for us. Thank you so much.
All right, Glenn. You there?
Yeah, we're here
All
with
right.
Simone Edge. Simone Edge, Smyrna High School, headed to Texas Tech after this in the fall. Tell me, what stands out to you or your career at Smyrna High? Do you have a favorite memory?
Probably when we did our prank, because we do like a yearly prank for the team, and
I like this kind of stuff.
somebody, one of my Coach Nina's neighbors, ran after us as we were exiting her neighborhood. So it's got to be my favorite high school prank, favorite high school memory.
Nina Marcano, I love it. I love it. I hope she's watching.
Yeah, I think she was over there in left field, but she might have left, so I think she is watching.
Okay. Listen, best of luck to you at Texas Tech. I guess you're looking forward to that. When do you leave to go down?
August 15th. My My move-in date's August 17th, but I leave August 15th.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you a dumb question. But I'm going to expand the options.
Okay.
French fries, tater tots, sweet potato fries, or waffle fries.
Regular French fries. Thrasher's fries over any other fries.
There you go.
There you go, guys. Thanks, Simone.
Thank you.
Back up to you.
Thrashers. We knew we would get that, right?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
And there's a shot from Hayden Hudson that is
Oh
long
my
gone
God.
out of
That
here.
was even-
She was 0-2 before that. And that's a
wasn't even
shot.
close. That ball's lost.
Yeah, they're not retrieving that one.
That ball's lost.
That's out in the woods.
I can hear the frogs and stuff out there.
Home run there for Hayden Hudson. Nice way to end a senior season, huh? With Dad over there in the dugout one more time. It's going to bring Olivia Heers to the plate.
And she's the home run leader, right?
Yes, she is. She was putting them out of here earlier tonight for the home run hitting contest. Sumter, her, Ullman.
Hudson's going to Catholic, you said, right?
Yes, correct. St. Joe's for Olivia Heers is her next stop.
Big time softball for both of them.
Off to the cities for
Yeah,
both of them.
that's true, yeah.
Leaving the beach.
Yeah, how about that?
And she's going to go
back-to-back
yard. Out of here for Olivia Heers.
jacks. And the lights come back on that one.
Back-to-back home runs from the Vikings. Hudson and Heers. Put the exclamation point on the career. $14-10 now.
Guess that's appropriate song after back-to-back jacks, huh?
I guess so.
Somebody threw that one back in. You weren't finding Hudson's.
No,
No shot.
no. That's off in the woods somewhere.
That's in a farm back there somewhere.
Yeah. Nobody's trekking through there to go
No,
find that ball.
not this late.
Not tonight, anyway. All right, it's going to bring number 14, Mia Philibin from Concord High, to the plate. She takes strike one.
See if she can fulfill the hat trick.
Let's just make it a home run derby from here on out. Why not?
Let me move my truck.
I know every time I pull up to a softball field, I look at where people park. I'm like, y'all just should know better.
Mm-hmm.
She fouls that one back. Always very aware of where I park at a softball game.
The lights are back on.
Here's. Hit that home run. The lights came back on.
It's our first out.
Called out on strikes. Out number one for the inning. Going to bring up Carly Rebuck from Lake Forest. It's like that movie The Natural, right? Except he
Hit the
hits the
lights,
lights and
yeah.
takes them out, right?
Yeah.
But
Great movie.
Here's hits the home run and turns them back on for us. Thanks, Liv. Appreciate you. Ball one, the outside corner. Nice little pitcher-catcher duo here from Lawston and Rock again for one more time, both from Caravelle. Rebuck fouls that back. Out of play.
A little low on that one.
Yeah, missed outside and low. 2-1 count to Rebuck. Hard shot through the 5-6 hole. Out to left field for another base hit. The Gold just said they're not done yet.
No, they're keeping this game going.
Bottom of the 9th. (14-10). McCarthy at the plate. Lefty from CR. Zoller put down that bunt in the last inning. Hits that foul on the third base line. Try to reach out there and tag that outside pitch.
Ooh.
Comes back in on her. Good mix of pitches there by Lawston. And again, just flails the barrel out there.
Got one.
They're going to get the lead runner at second. Cut down Rebuck for 2 outs. McCarthy picks up the fielder's choice. And then it's going to bring Abby Bledsoe to the plate. Thought it was nice in her interview. She was excited about her 100th strikeout and the opportunity to play with her sister. It's all good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Ground ball to second. That'll end it.
Yeah, a little flip to second there from Lacey Donovan. And that's going to do it.
That was a fun one, huh?
Absolutely. Always nice to see these girls get together for one last game here of their high school career. Like I said, there's a lot of them that play travel ball either together or against each other. Lots of rivalries across the state. Nice to bring them all together one last time before they head off to their respective colleges. And again, many are going off to college. While we wait for that MVP announcement, I'll run that down again real quick. Congratulations to everybody here tonight. Thank you to the umpiring crew and to Red Lion for hosting the event. But Ava Calciano headed to UConn. Olivia Hears headed to St. Joe's. Hayden Hudson headed to Catholic. Jordan Holloman headed to Maryland to play field hockey. Jillian Colburn headed to Goldie Beacom. Sophia Scursey headed to Rhode Island. Kara Sumter headed to Monmouth. Bailey Ullman headed to Maryland. Kira Fent headed to Cecil County Community College. And Bailey Maloney headed to Jefferson. Mia Boyd headed to East Stroudsburg. Lauren Foltz headed to Rowan. Maya Grandi headed to Pomona Pitzer out in California. Carly Polsky headed to Rowan. Abby McFarland headed to Westchester. Peyton Lawson headed to Del Tech. Zeta Rock headed to University of Maryland. Lacey Donovan headed to Salisbury. Simone Edge headed to Texas Tech. Chloe Bedwell to FIU. Raven Lesky to Alvernia. Kate Lovett to Furman. Haley Lawson to Lincoln. And Madison Myers to Del Tech. So for the gold roster, the MVP tonight from Cape Henlopen is Ava Calciano with the 2 home runs.
And I think it's going to be the 2 doubles. McFarland might be for the other side. Or Zeta Rock.
Now, for the blue team, this year's MVP for the blue roster from Brandywine.
It is.
It
there
is.
You go.
And Abby McFarland from Brandywine
There you go with the 2 doubles.
picks up the MVP for the blue squad from Brandywine with 2 doubles. So congratulations to everyone here tonight. Congratulations to the event coordinators. Again, wonderful facility here at Red Lion. Can't ask for better weather right?
Yeah, no. Thank God no rain.
Coaches that volunteer their time to pull this off, certainly the umpiring crew that volunteered their time. Each of the players will receive their respective blue or gold All-Star T-shirt to commemorate the game tonight. Good time had by all. Blue team comes up the winner tonight.
Waiting, I think he's going to try to get an interview with both MVPs, and we'll sign off.
So we'll wait on our roaming reporter tonight, Glenn Frazier. Grab a last interview or two for tonight.
Thank you once again, ladies. Awesome game. Thank you for all your support. Thanks for having a fun skills challenge. For getting interviewed, everything. 302 Sports up there. Roxanne staff.
All right, we got Calciano.
So we'll kick this back to Glenn with Ava Calciano, the gold team MVP tonight.
I hit the wrong button, sorry. Sorry about that, Glenn. I hit the wrong button.
All right, here with the gold MVP, Ava Cassiano from Cape Henlopen, also the Delaware Gatorade Player of the Year. And what did it feel like to play in this game tonight?
It was so surreal. It was so much fun. Honestly, I know all these players. I know most of them. They're all great players, and I was just so happy to get one more game with my Cape girls and my Cape coaches, and just to be around these girls was a lot of fun.
Had a little power outage here with the lights. No power outage in the Cape Henlopen back. You girls went yard big time.
Yeah. Liv and Aiden killed it, and, we just came today, and we had so much fun, and it was a good way to go out.
Well, enjoy your summer. Next stop, the Yukon Huskies.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ava Cassiano, I'll get the blue MVP right after this.
So we'll wait while Glenn grabs Abby McFarland, the MVP for the blue team from Brandywine High School.
Good game. All right, here we are now with the MVP of the blue, the winning team, Abby McFarland from Brandywine High School. Tell me about the experience playing in this All-Star game.
It's been really, really fun. Getting to play with all these girls that I've seen play at other schools has been a really, really amazing experience, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I didn't get to talk to you earlier, so if you think back to your time at Brandywine, does anything stand out to you like a memorable moment?
My most memorable moment is probably when I finally hit a home run on our last home game on the field that I've been waiting to hit one on my entire career. It's my first and only one. So I feel like that's a pretty memorable moment for me.
It sure is. Congratulations again, and good luck in the future.
Thank you.
Abby McFarland, Brandywine High School, back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Glenn, for roving around tonight and grabbing players for their interviews. Thanks to Brian Corey and his staff for putting together another excellent event. For Nick Halliday, Glenn Frazier, I'm Shannon Timmons. Final score here tonight, 14-10, Blue All-Stars over the Gold. Thanks for watching the Blue Gold All-Stars.